Have you ever had trouble recalling the content of a book after reading it? I've had similar difficulties myself. Many times, I would finish reading a book, only to realize that I couldn't remember much of what I had just read. As a result, even though I read, I often found it hard to turn that reading into knowledge. To solve this problem, I tried reading many more books, and discovered a few effective methods. One of these methods involves using Word, the Flashcards Deluxe app, and Obsidian. With these tools, I've created my own systematic reading approach. If you've faced similar challenges, I believe this information could be helpful for you as well. So, let me introduce some efficient ways to read and remember books. First, we will explore the inefficiency of common practices, like underlining and note-taking, followed by an explanation of more effective methods. 1. Underlining or making notes in the book. One of the most common methods is underlining or making notes in the margins. This might help when reviewing the book later, but the problem is that we rarely go back to review the books. Additionally, as the number of books increases, it becomes harder to locate the specific information you're looking for. Therefore, underlining is not a very efficient method. 2. Transcribing underlined content into a notebook. Another method is to write down the underlined sections or notes in a separate notebook. This is a common practice, but the issue arises when the number of notebooks increases. Even with indexing, as the notebooks pile up, finding information becomes more difficult. This method is also inefficient. New methods. 1. Using Flashcards Deluxe. If you need to memorize or easily organize the content of a book, apps like Anki or Flashcards Deluxe are great tools. Anki is widely used by medical students, but I recommend Flashcards Deluxe even more. Once you pay a small fee up front, you can use it on your phone for life. The advantage of this program is that you can use it as a typical flashcard tool, but also convert text to speech and repeatedly review it. This makes it very effective for learning. 2. Using Word with Flashcards Deluxe. You can use Word files to easily integrate with Flashcards Deluxe. It's easy to input data and make changes when needed. Word are also convenient for creating cards for the Zettelkasten method. So, I recommend using Word. 3. Making cards of the content of a book. While Flashcards Deluxe is useful for memorization, books are better used for reference rather than memorization. You should aim to preserve the material and make it easy to find later. To do this, it's helpful to turn the content you read into cards, either in an organized manner or based on key excerpts. For this, you can refer to Sönke Ahrens' How to Take Smart Notes. Additionally, the German sociologist Niklas Luhmann's Zettelkasten method is another excellent approach. You can find many useful videos about his method on YouTube. The key benefit of turning the book's content into cards is that it allows continuous review and modification, making it a highly efficient approach. There are 2 ways to implement this: using physical small cards or digital cards. Scott Scheper's Antinet covers the advantages of handwriting and carding in great detail. On the other hand, for digital methods, you can use the Obsidian program or create cards directly by Word and follow the Zettelkasten method. Again, there are many useful tutorials available on YouTube. The methods I've shared require some initial setup and time to think through. However, in the long run, they offer the benefit of easily recalling information or finding materials. Therefore, if you want to efficiently remember what you read or locate information later, you should definitely try the methods mentioned above. If you try these approaches, I believe you'll find reading books much easier and, as Scott suggests, it's like having a second mind. I hope this helps you in your growth.